Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to the bonus reading. It's really to cover like the next 4 to 6 weeks, kind of covering that Aquarian energy primarily. Wow, getting a lot of cards here. So, the energy is moving forward, which is lovely, right? Mercury's still in your sign. He's moving direct, but he's kind of going over some stuff he's already done. He's going to connect with Pluto at the last degrees of your sign. And so really, where do we bring this transformation? This is very much a strategizing to create change in your life, because that is after he's cleared the shadow. So that'll be probably happening. I would have to look to see, but I'm going to think it's going to be right around Valentine's Day that happens. And so there's this energy of things just starting to move forward, but you're pretty exhausted, I think, from the energy that was going on. It was very draining. I found it very draining. I'm a Capricorn rising. I found it very draining. My Capricorn friends were all super exhausted during the retrograde. And so you may take a little... you might feel like you should be able to in this new energy because everybody's moving direct. You may feel the pressure to want to be moving forward, but we have this very rooted, grounded energy that most of the signs are getting. And so I think that as much as we all feel this need to be pushing things forward, there needs to be a balance. In order to... Okay, so they're saying it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so in order for you to get through this year, which is very much about the energy you put in is what you're going to get out, is about creating the balance. So we have safety, shelter, nurturing, and warmth. And so there has to be a balance. You just can't run full tilt. I want to see if all these cards are really for you. And because these last two seem to come in a different way. Nope, they're all for you. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Look, you guys, it is about moving forward. This year, what we put in is what we get out. And we've got to come out on the other side. We conclude this year with another Mercury in retrograde. Just so you know. And so as we are going to have, that means that and it starts at 8 degrees and backs up into Sagittarius at the end of the year. And so that means every degree of your sign is getting worked over this year. Okay. And in 2020, like we have that big parade of planets that came through your sign. And so it's kind of the final strategizing of everything and all the lessons that were brought to you, because by the end of the year, Pluto will have exited your sign. He's going to get into Aquarius for a little bit, back up, and he's going to finish up his cycle in your sign again. So your last degrees are going to get a little bit, that 27, 28, 29. They're going to, well, I don't think he gets as far back as 27. He might be. But he's going to go over those last degrees. Mercury's going to go over the first degrees. And in the meantime, Mercury just went over all of the center section. Every degree point is getting the workout. That means that all of the details of your transformation, your life is shifting into another level. It is shifting and moving. You're leveling up. And it's a layering of energies that have gone through like this reconstruction to elevate you, to cleanse and to clear, they're saying, and to really take you to a higher perspective. And so like with the spiral energy, it's you come back to that same point, but you're at a higher vantage point and you see more. And in that ability to see it, you can expand out and you can really manifest and create stuff. So there's a really powerful energy. And this year kind of really wraps up this big cycle you've been in for some time. I mean, Pluto got into your sign about 20 years ago. So you've been undergoing this for a while. You had the South Node that came through though in 2020 with all that big parade of planets, and that was like, oh my God, can we even get through this, right? That was really tough. And now we're in the healing. And so it is important that while this is happening, and even though you really want to push forward, and it's true, you have to do work this year. In order to reap rewards, you have to do the work. I think it's important to note that you can't push too hard, because if you push too hard, you're going to have a crash. So kind of think of it sort of like, oh God, like a sprinter. If he's supposed to run a mile and he starts off sprinting, he can only go so far so fast, and then he's going to exhaust himself, and then he's going to be limping along, might hurt himself in order to complete the mile. You don't want to be that. This year you want to be a mid-distance runner, they're saying. So even though it's not, they say it's a marathon, but this year you need to work like the mid-distance. So you do have to be consistent. You do have to show up. You do have to do things. And at times you're going to have to put in a little extra energy when the energy supports it. And at other times you're going to have to lope it and bring it back. So maybe it is more like a marathon. So before you get to the mountain, you kind of conserve your energy, because you're going to have to dig in to get up the mountain. And this year there's a lot of up and down. It is not the lazy river this year. It is the roller coaster, right? Only we're running it. We're not being pulled along. So, we don't get to just drift along. But when the energy is in the smoother parts, kick back and understand that letting off the gas a little at those points and places is what you need to do to be successful. And so no guilt involved. When it's relaxation time, when it's downtime, you take it. And it looks like the next 4 to 6 weeks is some more of that extended healing time. So do it. Don't let that little voice in your head that says it's go time and wants to crack the whip at you do that. I think as Saturn is wrapping up his visit over there in Aquarius and getting ready to move into Pisces, that energetic shift, you can feel him moving and changing, and he's going from the air energy into the water energy. And water energy is so much better for earth energy, and you're an earth sign. And so I think that it's been kind of rough terrain. And I think there's going to be this letting off, this, oh my God, kind of energy that is going to, as Saturn completes his time in Aquarius and gets into Pisces, where in Pisces, he gets there March 7th. He is not able to, he doesn't have as much authority there. He really doesn't. And, but yet he helps to create structure around your dreams. And so it's easier for the Capricorn signs. For Capricorn. So here, it's time to rest when you need to, because we have the card of calcite, which says relaxation. You're being asked to relax, and you have the awakening crystal of emotional healing. And I think that's when Saturn gets into Pisces. It starts an emotional healing cycle. And so you want to be strong enough to do that. You want to be strong enough to manage that energy. It's important that you are not exhausted. This year, there's a lot of this going on. And so you have the divine temple. Look at this. There's all these layerings, and you can see all the different chakra colors coming through there. And then that beautiful quartz crystal at the top, and the sunstone of empowerment. And so it is in bringing your energy in that you are empowered. It is through this layering, this work that we've been doing. But oh my God, I really want to check out what the heck this divine temple card is about, because so this is connecting to the Akashic records, connecting to the love and the wisdom of the universe, group bonding and connection, and reaching deep states of meditation. This energy source is ever overflowing supply of love, wisdom, healing, abundance, and support in your life. Know that you are deeply connected You're deeply connected to and at one with the divine light at all times. It is the infinite source of power and energy in your life. You may have been feeling low energy and disconnected from the source of late, and this card is a reflection and a sign that the gates have opened, and this universal energy is available to you more than ever. You're being guided to work with the crystal to strengthen and awaken this connection to a deeper level. Take a moment to go within and reflect on your life. If you do not have a meditation practice, this is a great year to get one. the more that you are connected into source, the more you'll be empowered. So you have these two master teacher cards. Like, these are very high vibrational crystals. Nobody else has gotten these yet. And I'm halfway through. You have empowerment and relaxation. It is through the meditation and the connecting to source. It is through doing the emotional healing, the resting, the nurturing, the caring for yourself, the loving yourself, the way your parents should have loved you, but maybe they didn't know how to energy. The more you nurture and care for yourself, the more power you have, the more strength and ability you have to manifest and create your dream into an actual physical reality. So it's really important that if you're too tired tonight, that you go to bed. Get a good night's sleep. If you have a big to-do list tomorrow and you get up in the morning, you're like, I think I can only do half of this, then you only do half. I gotta tell you, today I'm having one of those days. My list long, right? And I sat down and I was like, I think I'm gonna be lucky to do half, and I think I'm gonna do half. And that's okay. It says, keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming, and dream deep. This is a time of resting. You may not get a major surge of energy until, I think, Saturn changes signs. I think that's when you notice it. And so, doing what you can now, organizing, building and moving things forward, all the stuff that you thought about, that you've been considering during this Mercury in retrograde in your sign, begin doing the work on it. But if you're tired, pace yourself. Like, don't push so hard that you have, You know, I was listening to Pam Georgelle, and she was talking about for the second half of, if you don't watch her, you should. She's a psychic. She says that for the second half of January, to watch out for blowouts. And she was like, your tire, your knee, I want to say this would be just pushing. And she said, don't push too hard. And that's what I'm getting here from Spirit. Don't push too hard. But pay attention to the details. We have the mouse. So attend to the small things. Bite-sized pieces. Do the things you need to do. Keep yourself in a steady pace. This is not about not doing anything, but this is about not having to feel like you need to do everything right now. And in doing this, you build up your power. You're not depleting, okay? So you're not letting yourself fall behind, but you're not going to be so far ahead of everybody else when we come through this cycle. That is not your cycle. You got to work with your cycle. And even all the planets are moving forward. They're moving forward slowly. And nobody really gets up to speed. The planets really don't get up to speed for the ones that have been in retrograde until the middle to the end of Aquarius season. And so give yourself this time to catch your breath. Get moving forward. I don't know if I said it, but Mercury doesn't clear his shadow until the 7th of February. So it's going over. It's paying attention to the small details to see where it is that you need to go from here. All right. I haven't done this for anyone else, but they're insisting. I had to double check. Okay. I've gotten multiple cards for everybody, and I'm like, well, read one, but not both of them. They're saying to read both of them, and since we didn't get into the book on the mouse. So the mouse is definitely about paying attention to the small details, okay? It is the small things. It is the things that drain your energy also, right? And so where can you be more efficient so that you have more time to rest? That getting really organized. So if, for instance, you can't find your keys in the morning every morning, right? That's a real energetic drain, having to stop and go through everything and find your freaking keys, right? And so put a bowl by the door, put a hook by the door. You walk in the door, you hang them up, right? And so you guys are probably all going, yeah, I already do that. Well, that's great for you, but it's something like that. There's something that you are constantly having to do and spend way more time than you should, whatever that little detail is that you could probably streamline. That is a great use of this energy. Just something that simplifies, something small. It's the small details. So here we go. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is a leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way or on this one. Even if it may feel like you're in a free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax. Calcite. This is a solar plexus energy, the calcite. It says relaxation. So relax into the cycle that you're in and trust the universe. You're on target. You're on target. They're showing me this parachute dropping into a stadium, right? And there's they're supposed to hit this certain mark. You're on target. Relax into this transition to something new. Okay, so the energy is shifting. You're supposed to be relaxed about this. Things are going to happen in its time. All the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you are asking about, it is time to take the risk and do the thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly right on target. There it is. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. So yeah, you're going to have to do things, but it's a marathon, not a sprint, okay? You're going to land softly, which is good to know. Really good to know, because I keep seeing that wild roller coaster ride. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment-to-moment experience, thinking that you will find happiness out there somewhere someday? So many go chasing magic out there, and it could never be found there. So we want to share a secret with you that shouldn't be a secret to you, that you are pure joy. What you are made of is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside of you. Joy and happiness and fullness comes from doing joy. Being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, lighting it up in your heart so that you can share it. You must know that this so that when the time comes, you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within you and be joyful, even for the tears and the loss, for they mean that you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. Well, I love you all like crazy over here. This thing that you're trying to manifest and create this year, be in the now moment, enjoy where you are, don't push too hard, but stay focused on where it is that you're going, take actions in that direction. This isn't about being sidetracked. This is about not putting undue pressure on yourself to have it all now. You will have it all. But enjoy the milestones and the journey, the ups and the downs of it on the way. You will have it. Don't make yourself emotionally stressed over feeling like you have to have it now. And if you're having one of those days when it just seems like everything is not moving on the timetable that you have laid out, it is important to remember it's not your timetable that matters here. Everything is in place and you will land softly and on target. And the more you relax into that energy, the more you feel safe and supported and comforted by spirit, the more emotionally you will be healed because the stress levels go down. The more empowered you are because you realize your thoughts become things, and what you feel, you're going to make real. And if you feel stress, you create stressful situations. if you feel relaxed, if you feel empowered, if you feel on target, that's what you are. You are relaxed, you are empowered, and you are on target. Make it so. Guys, have a great week. Videos come out every Sunday for the week, and I'm on Facebook every day. Good luck. Can't wait to see you next time.